There are three distinct things about being Mauritian. As I reflect on my more than 25 years outside Mauritius, as a citizen from Mauritius, I always keep reflecting on these three things. If you listen to me to the end, and I want you to tell me if you think this is also you. Number one is how we adapt. What I mean by that is we have this special DNA in ourselves to adapt. And I'm so proud when I see other Mauritian, or even my own journey, where how I can integrate anywhere I go. I have been to many countries in my life, places. I have adapted to my environment. And I think that comes from our DNA. I cannot take any credit for that. I think the credit has to come from our ancestors. So what do I mean by our DNA? Well, I mean our ancestors, the DNA we have inherited, my grandparents. I can think of my grandparents, how they adapted themselves to raise my dad, even to raise my mom, in making them Mauritian today. And I think this DNA is something that goes in the blood of every Mauritian that I know. I can think of many family friends I know who have actually made the most of this, adapting themselves to the environment. The second one is integrations. I mean, I'm privileged to work with many nations. I work with people from the South Pacific. I work with people from South Asia and Africa and the Caribbean. And I looked at endangered laborers, how they actually integrated communities. Well, I think Mauritian is one of the most privileged ones, because not only are we unique, but at the same time, we are privileged by the fact that we actually have an identity that is transferable across borders. In Mauritius, you know what? When I meet people, we don't call ourselves Indo-Mauritian, Tamil Mauritian, Chinese Mauritian, Afro Mauritian, or Creole Mauritian. We call ourselves Mauritian, and I think we are quite advanced in that way. But at the same time, we possibly are not far from the Jamaicans. Jamaicans. What do I mean, Jamaicans? When I look at Jamaica, when someone tells you that they are from Jamaica, or their roots are from Jamaica, what do you think of? You think about the song, the reggae music, you think about the lifestyle, you think about the food. If you have not eaten Jamaican food, I'm telling you, you are missing out. I'm just saying. But these are the things that make Jamaica, people from Jamaica, Jamaican. And that's why the world recognizes Jamaica for that. And I compare that always to Mauritian. We still haven't got this international identity, but you know what? When somebody meets a Mauritian person, whether it is in the South Pacific, in Africa, South Asia, the Caribbean, or Europe, or America, or the North Canada, they know what a Mauritian person is. They appreciate us, they value us based on our nature, our friendly manners, sometimes too friendly too. At the same time, they appreciate us based on how we are people that really adapt. And that's where integration comes in. My third point is about how we actually embrace cultures. That's belonging, okay? And I look at many Mauritians, and the one that actually thrive the best, the most, are those who have actually realized that internal heritage that they have of belonging, of adapting with cultures. You can put me with anybody. It doesn't matter where you're from, Africa, South Asia, South Pacific, Caribbean, all these nations, all these 56 nations from the Commonwealth, you put me with them, or any one of us who goes to those countries will tell the same thing to you. We can adapt. We actually love culture. And people that get to know us, get to understand our culture, our value system, realize that, well, we're not the best, we still have a lot way to go. For example, we still got inequalities in Mauritius between some cultures. I'm hoping in the next 5 to 10 years we will be able to eliminate that, reduce the gap. But I think in the meantime, while we get there, for all of you who have been listening to me so far, I would like to remind you that you are truly unique and special. No one on this planet can behave, can adapt, can integrate, and can belong the way you do.